Hello students, myself Santosh and you are watching my channel at the rate Gain Knowledge World. Please subscribe my channel, like, share and press the bell icon for the latest updates. So today we will learn about lines and angles. Okay, and the last day we had completed the chapter 5 which is Euclid's geometry, and today we will learn the concepts of line and angles and how to find the angles and types of angles. Okay, so let us continue the session. Here are some basics which are given for your basement knowledge, not for this chapter. It is introduction about the chapter of what you had studied earlier classes and in the earlier chapters. So let's move ahead. The basic terms and definition. From here we will learn and what are the basics are needed for you in all these types of paragraphs. I will tell you only, not all the things which I have to read. Okay, so let's start the topic. Basic terms and definitions. It is recording about the line segment. Do you know the line segment? Yes. What is means? The line with two ends is called a line segment. Okay. And a part line. What is the ray? And a part of a line which one end point is called a ray. Means this is the point. From here you can draw a line. The thing is, the difference in a line and a ray is what? Ray has an infinite. There is a in one direction it is fixed, but in the other direction it can be goes to infinite. But in the line segment, the both are fixed points. Means if a point AB is here, then there is a fixed distance of AB. But if a ray A and B is here, we can extend this ray. This is the symbol of line segment. If you are writing AB only upon it dash, it is the line segment. It represents the line segment. But if you write this type with arrow, it means you are representing a ray. Okay, but we do not need to use these symbols. It is only for your knowledge. So let us come ahead. If three or more points lies on the same line, okay, they are called the collinear. Otherwise they are not collinear. What is it? Here ED is a line segment. Okay, the fixed distance between ED is always okay, and A, B, C, all these points are collinear. Means all these points lies on the same line. Okay, but if it is not collinear, any one of point, 2 point, or all the 3 point can be out of the same line, then it is called non-collinear. Here B makes the line EDB, or makes the point A, B, C be the non-collinear. Why we had studied about the ray? There is a use of ray. For making an angle, we have to join two rays, not the two lines. It's two rays. Means here is this one ray and second is the second ray. Okay, the two lines when joins at a fixed point. Okay, then it becomes the angle. It have two arms and a single vertex. Here are some types of angle which is I will tell you again in the chapter ahead. Okay, but here is only for the basics. Acute angles means it is less than 0 degree, sorry, greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Okay, right angle is what? It is equals to 90 degree. Its angle is always equals to 90 degree. Obtuse angle what? It is greater than 90 degree. Here you can see this is the right angle. It is more than the right angle and less than 180 degree. When 180 degree means this. Okay, it is less than 180 and greater than 90, so it is called obtuse angle. And a straight angle is what? If a line segment is there or two rays joining in parallel, not parallel, it's joining towards making a whole line. Okay, is called a straight line which is 180 degree. And what is the reflex angle? Reflex angle means it's a greater than 180. Okay, is it the angle greater than 180? Yes, and less than 360 degree, it is called reflex angle. And there is one more angle which is also called complete angle, which is 360 degree, when both the lines or rays join at the same point. Okay, lies on the same line, both the lines are on same, then it is become the 160 degree, and this is the complete. But we have not had to study. Okay, now come ahead. Here is the basics what I had told you before. Now it should go through this. Further, two angles whose sum is 90 are called complementary angles. If an angle is there, if two angles is there and its sum become 90, then it is called complementary angle. Let's suppose x and y are angles, x degree and y degree, and they both when added get become 90 degree, then both the angles are called complementary angle. And if they become, if x degree and y degree become 180, then they are called supplementary angles. They become supplementary angles. Okay, here we can study about the adjacent angle. What means the adjacent angle? Adjacent means neighbor. The neighboring angle is called adjacent angle. Here DBC and DBA both are adjacent angle because they lies in the neighborhood. Here linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles means the side, the neighboring angle, okay, of to make the neighboring angle when both are added become 180 degree. It is called linear pair of angles. What is different between them? It is for less than 180 or greater than 90. Okay, means obtuse angle, and this is for 180 degree only. For only 180 degree, that is called linear pair of angles. The vertically opposite angle. What it means is, vertically means in the front of each other, opposite, okay, and angle. So vertically opposite angle means the angle which is front of it when a line intersect with each other, okay, then they can be a vertically opposite angle. If not, there can't be. If this is the, okay, these are the two lines, okay, let's suppose these are the two lines. Here this angle can be a vertically opposite angle. No, this angle can't be. If you have to a vertically opposite angle, then the two lines should be intersect in each other, then their opposite angles become the vertically opposite angle. Here are intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means at least they both the lines should cut on a single or a common point. But non-intersecting line, or we can say as a parallel line, do not intersect to each other if we take them to infinite also. So if you take this both the lines till infinite, they will not going to meet each other or intersect each other. So these are not intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means एक दूसरे से जुड़ा होना, काटे जाना, इसी को कहते हैं हम intersecting lines. What is pair of angles? I told you before that linear pair of angles or pair of angles both are same. If we are looking about 180 degree and there is a ray to difference the both angles, then these both angles are the linear pair of angles. Means if let's suppose this is x degree and y, this is y degree, if x plus y is equals to 180, then this is the linear angle. Here is the axiom which is 6.1 saying that if a ray stands on a line, let's suppose this is the line AB and sorry you are not going, so yes, this is line A and B, okay, on line then if a ray stands on a line, this is the line AB, here is a line ray, suppose C, okay, from the C it is going upward, then the sum of two adjacent angle, this angle let's suppose x degree, this angle y degree, two adjacent angles, so form is 180 degree. Is it forming 180 degree if we add x degree plus y degree, then is it making the 180 degree? Yes. So this as an axiom is right. Here is another axiom which is 6.2. If the sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, okay, here let's suppose A B is a line, okay, if the sum of take a ray on C x degree y degree, okay, if the sum of two adjacent angle is 180, okay, x degree plus y degree is equals to 180, then the non-common arm, this is the common arm, this AC and CB are non-common arm of angle form a line. Is AC and CB making a line? Yes, AC and CB when get added become AB, which is a line. So both the axioms are true. let us go to ahead of theorem 6.1. If two lines intersect each other, okay, AB and DC are intersecting each other, then vertically opposite angles are equal. We have to prove vertically opposite angle. Look, here we have to prove AOC and BOD be equal and AOD and COB be equal. We have to prove this angle and this angle equal, this angle and this angle equal. Here is the proof. From here I will tell you, it is the statement you have to write as per the process to write the answer. Therefore AOC plus AAOC plus AOD is equals to 180. Why? Linear pair angles. Okay, AOD plus BOD, AOD plus BOD, AOD means this angle and this angle is equals to 180 degree. Why? The linear pair. Okay, if we both because both the angles are same, 180 degree and 180 degree, then we can write AOC plus AOD is equals to AOD plus BOD. Here we had written, since AOD and AOD are on both sides, if you take this angle to this side, the both get cancelled. Okay, and AOC become BOD, AOC become BOD. Is it right? And now by this we can say similarly AOD and BOC are also AOC and BOD are also equal. So we have proven the theorem 6.1. So coming to example 1, in figure, PQ and RS intersect each other at a point O. If POR ratio to ROQ is equals to 5:7, then angle POR is this angle, ROQ is this angle. Okay, nothing we have to do is, let's suppose F7 and 5 and 7 be with x, multiply it with x. Okay, POR. This is the second method I am telling about. What you have to do in it is, if we by linear pair we know that POR plus ROQ is equals to 180 degree and 5x plus 7x is equals to 180 degree. 7 plus 5, 12x is equals to 180 degree. x by 180 by 12, 15 times में कट जाएगा, divided by 15 times. Okay, now for POR multiply 15 into 5 because x is the 15, value of x we got is 15. So 15 into 5, 75, it becomes 75, and 15 into 7, 105. Is it become 180 after adding both the angles? Yes. So this is the proof. In the hand here in the example, it is proof like taking the ratio, means POR is equals to 5 by 12, because if we both add the ratios, 5 is the ratio only for POR. So 5 by 12 into 180 become 175, and ROQ is equals to 7 by 12, because 7 is the ratio of this angle, and into 180 and become 105. And by doing so, both the angles become vertically opposite angle and the angle become proved. Here the ray is OS stands on PQR, POQ, OR and OT are the bisector of POS का bisector है, and SOQ. Okay, R is the bisector of POS and SOQ is T. So if we have to prove is, if POS is equals to S, POS is equals to X, this angle is X. Now find ROT, which is means ROT. We have to find this angle. So is the proof is POS plus SOQ is equals to 180. So POS, and we know that POS is equals to X. So X plus SOQ is equals to 180. SOQ is equals to 180 minus X. Now OR is the bisector. OR is the bisector of POS. So ROS is equals to half of POS. We know that POS का half है, तो half into what is value of POS? X. So is ROS S is equals to x by 2. Now SOT, what it means is half into SOQ. Half of SOT is half of SOQ, yes. So what is the value of SOQ? SOQ का value 180 degree minus x है. So we put the both and we get 90 minus x by 2. Now you know ROT is equals to ROS plus SOT. By adding both we get only 90 degree. This is a easy example. In figure this OP, OQ, OR and OS are the rays. We have to prove all the angles if we sum is 360. How it is, if you read this you can understand, because I had cleared the concept of what you have to do. Only here is a point, here is a line. Let's suppose this line is goes through this, and we all for the linear pair we can find all the angles. Now coming to exercise 6.1. In exercise 6.1, the first question is AB and ACD. AB and CD. Very easy question. In line AB and CD intersect at O if AOC plus BOE is equals to 70 degree, okay, and BOD is equals to 40 degree. Find the BOE. Find the BOE and reflex of COE, okay, angle COE, okay. So what we have to do is, this is the whole angle is 180 degree. We know this, and this angle when becomes, then they become 70. So 180 minus 70 is equals to 110. This angle is 110. Now taking this, and this angle we know is 40. So taking this line and this 180 degree, we know 40, okay, 40, and this angle is 110. So 40 plus 110 is equals to 150. Now minus 180, 180 minus 150 become 30, and BOE become 30, and what the angle COE is equals to 110. It is also easy question. Here you have to find ABC, okay, you have to find the C. If 90, and this is the, so how, and this is of 2 ratio 3 ratio. I had told you to take a x also, okay. Now if the whole angle is 180, 180 minus 90 is equals to 90, so both become 90. 3x plus 2x is equals to 90, 5x is equals to 90, x is equals to 18, okay. Now put x 3 18 3 54, or 18 2 26. So this is the 454 and this is the 36. Now you have to find the C. This is the 54. This whole angle is 180. 180 degree minus 54. You can find the C. Now the question third. PQR and PUR are equal. Then prove that PQS is equals to PRT. How it is? Suppose let is this angle with 30 degree, okay. This angle also with 30 degree, okay. If both the angles are 30 degree, how this angle become? This become 150 degree, and this also become 150 degree. And if both the angles are 150, then PQS and PRT both are same. You have to prove that this is a line. You can prove by the concepts. Now coming to question number, let's suppose this is the also to have to prove. How? I will told you in the basics. You have to only write like example 3 and prove. In the given question in 6, you have to prove in question 5 is this angle is equals to this angle, whole angle minus this angle and this angle, okay. Parallel lines in transverse. This is the parallel line. You have to know is these are the basic concept now started. There is a parallel line, okay, and it is transverse. It means is a line intersect at different point to different line. It is called transverse line. Here what is equal is, you have to study corresponding angles, alternate interior angle, alternate exterior angle, or interior angle on the same side of transverse. Here what you have to know is what is corresponding angle. Corresponding angles are thus, let's suppose all the angles, okay. Name the angle 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay. from the two lines. Where the corresponding angle? This is the corresponding angle. 1 and 5 is corresponding angle. Okay. 8 and 4 is corresponding angle. 2 and 6 is corresponding angle. 3 and 7 is corresponding angle. Alternate interior angles are 4 and 6. Alternate but interior. Interior angles are 4 and 3, 5 and 6. But alternate. It means the opposite type of the angle which is opposite in the, of the line L. So alternate 4, 6, 3 and 5. Alternate exterior angles 1 and 7, 2 and 8. Interior angle the same side of transverse 4, 5, 3 and 6. Okay. Interior angles on the same side of transverse. It is on the same side. Okay. So 4 and 5 is both are equal, and 3 and 6 are equal. Here axiom 6.3 tells about if a transverse intersecting two lines. Okay. These are transverse intersect two parallel lines. There are two parallel lines. Then each pair of corresponding angle is equal. Why? If this equals, okay, let's suppose all the angles. Okay. Why it is always equal? Because in the parallel line, this angle and this angle both are same. This angle are same. This angle are same, and whole the angle same. Because it means is you are here, you have not to take alternate interior angle, alternate exterior and interior angle on the same side of transverse. Okay. Here all the angles are corresponding angles, because this and this same, this and this same. Let's suppose this is 60. Okay, so it will become 120. Then again it will become, what is with it becomes 60, and this will become 120. So all the corresponding angles are equal. Axiom 6.4 tells us about if a transverse intersecting two lines each at a pair of corresponding angle is equal, then the two lines are parallel each other. The same thing what we have to prove is, now we have to prove the opposite. Here we have to prove the corresponding angles are equal. Now here we have given the corresponding angles are equal, but we have to prove is there should be two parallel lines. Here is the theorem 6.2. If a transverse intersecting two parallel lines, then each of the pair alternating side equal. Here, okay, BQR is equals to PQR. Why? If you want to understand, this is the line, again this is the line, this is the line, and again this is the line. This is also a line, so both side it will become 180. If this angle is equals to this angle, then, and as per corresponding, we know that this angle and this angle is equal. So if this angle and this angle equal, which means both the angles become same. Okay, and if both the upper angles are same, then both the downwards angles are also same. So the theorem gets proved. Here are three other theorems. If a transverse intersect two lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles equal, then the lines is parallel. Again the axiom number 6.4. okay, if a transverse intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of the interior on the same side of transverse is supplementary. You have to also prove this, and you have to also prove this the theorem. Now here is a line, three lines parallel to same line, and there is a transverse line. There is another line which cuts all the lines. Okay, so here 1, 2 and 3 of line NML, LMN all are equal due to corresponding angle. Corresponding angle is a property. When you go to go into another or a upper class, you will know the value of corresponding angles and the vertically opposite angle, because these are the two angles used manually. Okay, many times we will use these angles. This is the theorem for this. Okay, example. Now coming to example number 4. Okay, here's a point. If we take this line AB, let's suppose AB is a line, okay, cutting through point M. You have to always remember, if two parallel lines are there, okay, if two parallel lines are there, if this angle is, let's suppose something 135, then this angle will be 180 degree minus something, which is 180 degree minus 135, which is 45. Okay, and if it is 45 and both the angles are perpendicular to each other, then this also automatically become 45 degree. And is if sorry 40 degree. Why it is 40 degree? Because this line and this line going through parallel, and this become corresponding angle, for because of which the 40 angle this and this become 40 angle. Okay, and why 45? Because of linear pair. If you look into the book is telling you the same angle x and y, which is equals to 85, which is 45 plus 40. Okay, now the example 5. Here you have to prove is what? If a transverse section intersect two lines such that the bisector of pair of corresponding angles are parallel. Okay, the proof that two lines are parallel. This B and C have to parallel. A transverse AD is intersect this is the language you have to write always if you are writing in the exam. It intersect 2 point P and PQ, and QR as a point, B and C respectively, ray BE, and bisector, so bisector of angle ABQ, and ray CG is the angle bisector of BCS. Okay, for this angle this is the bisector, this angle this is the bisector. You know that PQ and RS is parallel. It is given that BE is a bisector of ABQ. Okay, so ABE is half of ABQ, and ray CG is bisector of BS. B, okay, see, then half of BCS is equals to, if BE is equals to parallel to CG, AD is transverse. Okay, AD is transverse. ABE and BCG is equals to equal because of corresponding angles. Let's suppose this is the line. This was the line. This is not the line. This is the line. But let's suppose this was the line, and this was the transverse line. Then this angle and this angle become equal because of corresponding angles. So by this, the angle the line BE and CG are parallel to each other. So you have to prove is BE and CG are parallel to each other, but you have to prove PQ and RS are parallel to each other. So by this, ABE and BCG become equal. So ABQ and half of BCS, half of ABQ and half of BCH is equals to equal, as by this we know. So by cutting both the 1 by 2 become the same, and if with this become same, it means that PQ and RS are perpendicular to parallel to each other. Here you have to find the XYZ. Okay, so if this angle is 55, that what is this angle means? This angle is also 180 degree minus 55, which equals to, let's suppose, 125. So this angle become 125 by linear pair. Okay, and by linear pair also this angle become 55. Why? 180 minus 125 become 55, and if it is 55, then it become 125. So we have to find XYZ. So x is the, let's here you can see x is equals to 125, z is equals to, x is equals to 125, and since x and y are equal, so y is equals to 125. You have to find the z. How you will find the z? This is the angle, it is 125. If this is that 125, then what will be this? This will be 55, and this angle is 190. If we try taking the triangle AEB, if we take the triangle AEB, so all the sum of the angles is equals to 180, always of the triangle. Okay, let it be remember. So we have two angles out of 3, which is 190 plus z plus 55. Z is the unknown angle. So 180 degree minus 90 minus 55, this become 35. So angle Z become 35. And in this question we have to find value of x and y. This is the value. So by this you can know the angle this. How? The linear pair. 180 minus 50, 130. And if this is 130, then it will also become 130. How? By corresponding angle. Here you have to find the x. How you will find the x? If y and z are of 3 and 7. So if these are of 3 and 7, let's suppose 3x or plus 7x. Okay, so y and z become, now you can see this angle and this angle are corresponding angles, and as we know this is the linear pair, so both the angles is 180 degree. Okay, and here, what is here? Is it here? Yes. So z becomes, if we take z is equals to here, so y plus z is equals to 180, and as by the ratio we have given, 3x plus 7x is equals to 10x is equals to 180, so x is equals to 18. So if we put 3 into either, so 54, and the second angle is 7 into 8, 126. So y angle become 54 and z angle become 126. And what is about the x? Since this is the what, this is become 54, so the other angle, the angle x is become 126. Why? Because of the linear pair. Now example question number 3, we have to find this angle, and this angle. As we know, GED is equals to 126 degree. Okay, 126 degree, and if it is 90, then it will become 36 degree. If this is 36, then it will become 36 degree. Why? Because of the parallel line. Okay, and the line is going transverse through it. By corresponding angles, this angle becomes 36 degree. If 36 degree is this, then this angle become 180 minus 36 degree. Why? Due to linear pair. If this angle is 180 minus 36, okay, so there is no need of that angle, so let it go. We have to find this angle. The whole angle is 180. We know about the 126. If 180 minus 126 become this angle. In question 4, take this, draw a line ST, okay, through point R. This is the, here you have given to draw a line ST through R, okay, parallel to R. Draw a line parallel to ST through R. Okay, if you want to take this line extension, you can also take. Okay, both the same. This line, not, it is not need of this line. This line you can extend PQ as above. Okay, so by this, as per the given question, we can write 130 degree is this, so this is what will become 50 degree. Okay, so if this is 50 degree and whole this is, if 110, this is the angle 110, then this angle becomes 70 degree. And if we know 70 degree is this, 50 degree is this, both will become 120. So 180 minus 120, 60 degree. So this angle becomes 60 degree. Question number 5. We have to find x and y. Here, how we will find the x and y? If this is 127, then this will become 180 minus 127. If this is 50, okay, y is here, and what this angle become? 180 minus 127. Okay, if the angle we know, so 180 minus 50 plus what the angle become. Okay, so this angle and this angle add this both angle and subtract it by 180, and this angle we will get this angle. Okay, so x, how we will get x? We now have this angle, and we have to find this angle. So what we have to do is 180 minus the sum of both angles. This is the question of proof. You have to solve it by your own. If any queries, if you have not know how to prove it, I will tell you if you comment in the comment section. Today I am not so well, because of which I am doing some pronunciation wrongly, so let me forget about this. And this is the language about, as we know, is this is only a medium of understanding to each other. If you are going to getting understand what I am teaching you, this is the sufficient for you and for me also. As I told you before that the sum of angle of a triangle is 180, as I told you before. Okay, in solving the last questions, some questions. So here there is the theorem you have to get be proved, or you have to, this is the important question as per I know in the class of 9th. You can be asked in the essay even, or the semester supplementary assessment first, or in the FA. This is the 5th chapter na? In FA second, if your school perform the FA second uh, in written exam, then you have to ask the question will be asked in FA. If not, the in the FA first is important question. This is the important question in FA first. Okay, so let us move ahead to theorem 6. Here the theorem is telling about let's suppose ABC is a triangle and D is an extension. If a side of a triangle is produced, let's suppose DC is produced, okay, then the exterior angle so formed is equals to the sum of two interior opposite angle. What is mean is this angle is equals to this angle and this angle. What it means is D angle DCA is equals to sum of ACB and ABC. This angle and this angle, if we sum both, then we will get this angle is equals to this angle. Now again see in example 7, you have to find x and y. What you will do? Can you find this angle? Okay, x angle how? By you know the first angle 90, the second angle 40 degree in triangle QTR. So this will become 90 plus 40, 130, 180 minus 130 become 50 degree. Okay, and for this, so for angle Y, we have to take triangle SPR. In SPR, we have two triangles 30 degree and 50 degree will become 80 degree. So this will become 100 degree. And if this become 100 degree, then this will become 80 degree. How? By the linear pair. Okay. So we had find the value of x and y. Example 8 is a proof in a triangle. You have to prove by own. If any queries is there, you can ask in the comment section. I will tell you about the in the brief in a separate video. Since the video is going long, we have to solve the question as fast as we can with understanding the concept also. The main thing is understanding the concept, not the speed. So you will do this question by your own, because here I have to make the figure first, and you have to and then have to tell you about this. So the first question is for you, and the second question is also no, this is the okay. The question here, the figure is here of the question for second and third. So in the question first, side PQ and QR, in the first question you have to find this angle. Okay, how you will find this angle? This is the linear, by this linear pair you will get 70. Okay, by this linear pair you will get 35, 35. And in a triangle, if you know, if two angles you have, then the third angle will be yours. In the second question you have to find, in the second question you have to find this angle and this angle. Actually it is a property in a triangle. It means it is the second 2 times of the first upper triangle. What this means is, if the upper angle is 62 in a triangle and there is another triangle here, so this angle will become 2 into 62 degree. Okay, by if you not know, here YO and OZ are bisector, so this angle become 54 by 2, means 2 by 6, 26 degree. This angle become 26. So by this you will get this angle. And if you not know the property, you can go through this the second process, which is 62 54. This will become 180 degree minus 62 plus 54. Okay, the whole angle you have, all the three angles you get in a triangle. Now you have to find this and this angle. For this you have to bisect the angle. The bisector OY will bisect the angle this and become this, and OZ bisect this angle and OZ become this. So for this angle you will get this angle, so you can find this angle. Now the question, and then you have to find this angle in question 3. For this is the parallel and this is the parallel line, and this is the transverse line going through it. Okay, so if this is 35, then it will become also 35. And if we know the two angles in a triangle, then the third angle will be 180 degree minus sum of both angles. In question 4 you have to find this angle. If in a triangle PRT we have two angles, the third angle you will find, and this angle is equals to this angle. Why? Due to vertically opposite angle, as I told you before. If again you have two angles, and you can find the third angle. In the question number 5, we have to find x and y. So by this, firstly what you have to do in such question is, firstly see the angles from where you can get the angle, and then you have to solve the questions what you have asked. Let's suppose in this question we have two angles. I know that this is a line by which I will get this angle. Okay, and if I get this angle in a triangle SRQ, I will get the two angle, and the third angle is mine. Okay, and by using this and this angle, due to the parallel lines, this and this angle, I will get the both angles. So for this 180 degree minus 65, and then you will get the third angle. If both the third angles are, since PQ and SR is perpendicular, if it is a transverse line, then y is equals to 28 degree and x is equals to this angle. So you will get the angle. Now coming to question 6 and the last question. Here you have to show PQR is a produced to a point S. Okay, if a bisector of PQR and PRS meet at a point T, okay, then prove QTR is equals to half of QPR. Okay, so you have to do it by own. This is the summary of the whole. I can suggest you that you have to go through summary in all the chapters of NCERT of maths, because this summary is the concept which you have studied in this whole chapter, and for that what you have studied, this is for revising purpose. So the summary is important for revision. So that's all for today. I hope you had enjoyed the session, and this session is mainly for the revision purpose. If you want to go through the whole chapter during your exam, you can watch this video on 2.0 speed, on speed 2.0. okay, and you will get the revision in 20 minutes of your whole chapter with the basic concept, which is not told even by some of the teachers on the YouTube. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.